Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Captain America the First Avenger movie series Red Skull action figure set by Hasbro. This set is numbered 8 in the 4-inch line of Captain America action figures and was first released in 2011. I purchased this set at a mass retail store. I really can't remember which one it was. If I were to guess, it would be Target, and Target sold these figure sets anywhere from $8 to $9. Taking a look at the Red Skull here in the packaging, you can see that this Red Skull is the variant version, and he does come with a few accessories here, a pistol, a rocket launcher, and a rocket launching effect. And you can see that it's a movie series Red Skull and has a fast-firing rocket launcher. Now here's the number for the series, 8. And we have here the back of the package with a description of the Red Skull there. And you can see the Red Skull figure in the standard costume there, Hydra costume of green, black, and black on there. And also here we have figures from the Captain America line. We have Heroic Age Captain America number 5, Winter Combat Captain America number 11, and U.S. Agent number 9, which is pretty cool. We'll be right back and have this variant version of Red Skull out of the package. Okay, we have the variant Red Skull here out of the package. And let's go ahead and take a look at all of the accessories that come included with the figure. First up, we have a nice little pamphlet that was included. It advertises the Thor God of Thunder video game based off of the movie, most likely, for the Nintendo DS. And on the other side is another promotion for the Captain America Super Soldier game, also for the Nintendo DS. Kind of cool. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at the rocket launcher here. And I believe this is the same rocket launcher that comes with the Hydra Soldier. I'm not too sure, but it looks very similar. You have the nice, I guess, barrel there for the rocket effect. And you have some nice sculpted tech on there, very cool, and you got some, I guess these are supposed to simulate lights or something. And you got two grip handles here, and while one of them is at an angle, it's not straight down like this one here, and it's neatly designed. I really like how they do that, because you could tell that this is designed for the right hand, and this is for the left hand to left-handed grip here, and then the right-handed grip here. And with the right-handed grip angled to the right, it makes it easier for the figure to wield, and I think that's a pretty good idea. I really like that. Unfortunately, it's only for it's designed for right-handed grips on there, on the front here. So, and it'll be awkward to place the left hand on there. But still, it's pretty neat looking blaster or rocket launcher. You see some more of the detail on the blaster there. Rocket launcher, sorry. And you have here the rocket launching effect. It's made of a semi-transparent blue plastic, and you can tell that mine is very warped on there from the packaging. And what's kind of cool about this one here is it's got a tab underneath that only allows you to place the effect into the rocket launcher in one direction, and you can see the tab slot there. So you simply stick that in, and like I said, you can only go in one way. And you keep pushing until it clicks. There you go. And it's basically tension activated or spring activated. I'm not really sure. And the firing button, I don't know if I can get into focus here, is at the very top right here. You just push that down and that launches the rocket. Like that. It's got a very strong firing effect, so pretty cool. The next accessory here is the pistol. It's very small, easily lost if you're not careful. And it's got some pretty neat detail for the size of the accessory here. It's very small, but you can still see the details in the pistol grip there. Very cool. It's got a trigger here, and the sight at the end of the barrel. And it's made of a softer material, especially at the tip of the pistol. It's very pliable there. Kind of neat. And the figure can wield it in his right hand there. And let me see if I can fit that in. Let's see here. It's got a very strong grip, but you can see that the figure does wield it fairly well. It's not loose or anything, so that's kind of cool. And the final accessory that comes included with Red Skull is probably the neatest item, and that's the Cosmic Cube, which was in the movie. And this is pretty neat. It's sculpted to have that cosmic flame effect on the cube, and you can see some of the details on there. It's very, very neat. And it's made of a semi-translucent blue plastic, similar to the rocket effect here, you can see. And it's just a really neat accessory. I really do like this. And Red Skull does have a hand that's sculpted to hold the cosmic cube here, but you really can only have him gripping it in one position, and it's not even a very good grip on it. It just basically sits on top of his hand there, or on top of his palm. You can see right here, and the only way I could figure out which side I have correctly is this little flame loop here. If it's toward his thumb on the side there, then I know I have it positioned correctly, because the other positions here just really don't sit well, and they just tend to really fall off or don't even fit on there. Well, I guess that one will fit on there. It's not too bad. So I guess either end, and you can see it's just really, really loose on there, and it can be easily knocked over there. But you can see he holds it all right, but his slightest touch will knock it off there. So, but a very cool accessory to have, this Cosmic Cube. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Red Skull here, and it's a pretty interesting figure. Now this is the variant Red Skull that's in the more, I guess, closer to the comic Hydra costume of green. This one doesn't have yellow. It does have gold accents, but it has a lighter green to it, and brown boots. So it's a little bit closer to the Hydra costume in the comics, I guess. And the movie one has an olive green and black. But taking a look at this Red Skull, it's actually pretty neat. You can see especially the details on the face. Very, very nice, and I really do like the details that they're able to put on a figure this small, because if you look at it, I'm not sure if the video will pick it up, but the individual teeth on the figure are painted, and it's very nice. It's really, really cool. And then you got the details of the eyes within the eye socket sunken in, and it makes the cheekbones very prominent on there. You can see the skull like sculpt to the face. It's just very nice. I really do like the amount of detail they're able to put, especially they have the wash in the sunken areas of the skull-like face to really bring out the fact that it's the Red Skull, basically. And he does have ears, though. You would have think that those would have been nothing but just the holes into the skull, but they have sculpted ears on the figure on there. And taking a look at the rest of the figure, you can see it's a very militaristic uniform, very Third Reichish almost. But it is Hydra, I guess an offshoot of the Third Reich. And you can see the collar there is painted in gold on there. There's a little bit of bleed along into the, you can see into the neck area and into the uniform, but it's passable, especially for a figure this small, to get the details just quite right. And then you can see the gold accent on the buttons, to the pockets, and on the shirt there, and on the shoulder there. Very cool. Lots of detail on here. You can even see some of the sculpted detail underneath the arms. You can see some straps. I guess some leather-like work on the outer ends of the arms there. So it's kind of cool. You got more painted gold here on the buckle, and then the I guess the underhanging of his tunic there, which is one minor gripe I have with this figure is in that it doesn't have any cuts to allow the freedom of movement of the legs, which is unfortunate, because while playing around with this figure, it looks like that the legs have a hinge swivel joint, very much like the Captain America figures that allow a wider range of movement on the legs, but because of this skirt-like area restricting a lot of the movement, it's you can't get as many poses. And what I plan to do later on is just cut a slit on the side. You can see the mold line right here. It's a perfect place for me to cut, probably from this line on to down to the end on either side. So it's a nice visual guide for me to slice it down there and allow more freedom of the legs to be posed on there. And then you can see, looking at the legs here, you can see the bulkiness of the leggings here, and just very cool. You could tell that it's a cloth-like sculpt. And then you have the boots here in brown, and on the standard version it's black, but in this one here it's brown. And I actually am planning to not keep this figure for the as a Red Skull. I do have the standard version of the Red Skull, which I plan to use as Red Skull, but for this version, since there isn't a 4-inch version of Baron von Strucker, that's what I plan to use this figure for. I plan to just find a head and paint the neck area and put a bald head there, and use that as Baron von Strucker, because I think it looks very appropriate for him. And probably plan to cut here to put some sort of a glove there instead of having the arm here for the Red Skull. But looks very appropriate for Baron von Strucker. So it's a nice figure overall. Going over the articulation of this figure, the head does go all the way around, and does go up and down, basically on a ball joint. You can see right there. You can see the painted neck there and unpainted ball joint there. So that's kind of cool. The arms do go all the way around and out and in. There is no bicep swivel there, but there is a hinged joint at the elbow, as well as a swivel joint at the elbow. And the hands can go all the way around at the wrist. And by the way, it's nice to have that painted white for gloves there. It's kind of cool. There is no torso articulation, but there is waist articulation. Allows the figure to go all the way around at the waist. And like I said earlier, the legs look like they're basically hinged joint at the hip with a swivel cut at the very top of the thigh. It allows the leg, if you move the joint, to go up and down and back, and also outwards, but because of this skirt area, just really doesn't move at all until you free it up with these cuts on the sides. The knees are double jointed, so that's nice there, and there is no articulation at the ankle, unfortunately. It would have been nice to have at least a swivel cut at the ankle or a hinge to bend it up and down. So overall, it's a decent figure, a nice variation or variant to the standard movie version Red Skull. And as I mentioned, I plan to mod this for Baron von Strucker instead. But if you can find it and you're a fan of the, I guess, closer to comic version of Red Skull, I would recommend picking this up. This is my casual peek into the Captain America, the First Avenger movie series Red Skull variant. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.